Hello, let's continue our Advanced Sudoku series with S2AT by Jovial. This is Puzzle 7 of Chapter 2 of the Sudokult Gospel document, which you can find in the description, which has a lot of cool handcrafted classic Sudokus that introduce and utilize advanced Sudoku techniques. So it's been pretty fun so far. Hope you've been enjoying it. As always, I know what technique I'm looking for and how it works, but I don't know where it is in this puzzle. So it'll be a quasi-live solve in that way. And of course, there's a link in the description if you want to try the puzzle first yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, let's just do some scanning here. I've got two 8s here. There's an 8 one of these two. I noticed that this is a triple. I'm just going to fill it. This is 1, 2, and 9. So the 9's down here. So we need a 9 up here somewhere. 5s repeat, so there's a 5 in one of these two. 8s, we got 2s, 4, 9. This is a really interesting, looking set of givens here. There's 4 left in this box. I think it's probably worth filling. We need 1. We do need a 1. The 1 goes in one of those, which means the 1 goes in one of those. So we need the 1. We need a 3. Oh, the 3 goes here. We need a 6 and an 8. So the 8 goes here. Interesting. That's quite limited. What else do we have going on here? We have 2s in one of these two. I'm going to need a 4, 7 up here. There's too many places for it, though. 8s are over here. 3s are up here. 7 in this box goes here. Okay, I thought that would be more interesting than it was, because we already had 2 7s. So for some reason I thought it was these 7s doing it. I mean, it was, but... Oh, I can place an 8. No, I can't place an 8. I scanned this 8 down, and then this 8 down, and said, hey, let's place an 8. No. 8's somewhere in here, but that's not that helpful. Oh, 1, though. 1 is in one of these two. We're going to start marking our bilocals here. So I used green just to remember that these corner marks are for the 1s and not for the box. Just a little reminder. What about over here? The 2s? Yeah, this looks very intentional. 2s in one of these two. Do I have anything vertically that I can do before I move on from this? I think I might have seen everything here. This 2 looks up. There's a 2 in one of these two as well in this box. There's this 1, 2 here. And that kind of dictates which of these resolves down here. Interesting. Can I do anything with that? This is a 1 or this is a 2. If this is the wing, I'm not sure what it does. I think maybe I need to learn more about this row. Is there more about this row that I'm not quite getting? 3's up here. Maybe there's a buy value or something. I'm actually just going to pencil the entire row and see what comes of it. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. This sees the 2 and the 7. This sees the 4, 5, and 7. This sees the 2 and the 3. This only sees 3. This sees 3, 5, and 7. This sees 1, 3, and 7. I don't think we need this cell or this cell or this cell. Okay, so what we learned, so in case you're not sure, I think I could explain this as this being a pivot, or I could explain it with strong and weak links. But first I want to kind of think about whether it's useful. But one way to think about it is this is a 1 or a 2. If this is a 1, then the 1 in this column goes here. If this is a 2, then the 2 in this column goes here. So this being a 1 or a 2 does form a strong link between the 1 and the 2, but that doesn't do anything on its own, right? Because we need some sort of additional relationship to use that. 2 in this box isn't here. 1 not restricted. Okay, there might be more to it then I need to figure out. This 1 looks down? No. Maybe there's a buy value somewhere that I'm not seeing, or Can this be 1 and 2? I guess is kind of a question as well. Well, this certainly can't be. Yeah, that's because of this cell. That's a 1. That's a 1. If that's a 2, that's a 2. What does that do for me? This 6 looks into here. 6 is one of these. Darn. Oh, actually, this 6 looks up as well. So 6 is in one of these two. That puts a 6 in here somewhere. That's not helpful. What's the consequence of this being 2? That puts the 2 here. And an 8 here, and an 8 here. I mean, sure. If this is a 1, that's a 3. Puts a 1 in here. So that puts a 1 here. So if this is a 1, that's a 1. I'm desperately trying to find something useful here. I wonder if this is... I mean, this feels very telegraphed to me. Like, this is what I'm supposed to use. But there must be more to it, like some way to connect this 1 and 2 together in an interesting way. Or at least a useful way. It's already interesting, but I don't know if it's useful at this point. So that's... Did I say if this is a 1, then that's a 1? Did I say that? Why did I say that? I think that's true. Yeah. It's a little convoluted, but if this is a 1, then now in this box, 1 can only be in one of these two, which takes 1 out of here, which forces 1 in this box to be here. So if I guess we have a buy local on 1s here. Maybe that's the key. So if this is a 1, that's a 1 and that's a 1. If this is a 2, that's a 2, and that's still... This is always 1? Is that what's happening here? Let's go through it. If this is a 1, this green ends up 1 for the column. And now for this column, this is a 1. Yes, that's true. If this is a 2, for this column, this is a 2. And now for this column, this has to be a 1. So we can place that 1. We can and so I think it might be worthwhile just to quickly draw out our strong and weak links, because I think some people like to see the rigorous method here. But really, we've got a strong link between these ones because of the column. We've got a weak link between these ones. We've got a strong link between the 1 and the 2 because it's a buy value cell. We've got a weak link to this 2, and then we've got a strong link to this 2. So this is our S wing. I think S wings are interesting because it's buy local, buy value, buy local wing. Wings always have 3 strong links, if you remember. 3 strong links, 2 weak links. We fulfill that criteria. It means either this 1 is true or this 2 is true. And now what we can do with a strong link, that forms a strong link between this 1 and 2. Right? This candidate 1 and this candidate 2 has a strong link. When we form that strong link, that means any weak link that's attached to both of them is eliminated. Right? And so that eliminates, it eliminates a 1 from here and a 2 from here. That's what it does. Now that I think about it rigorously, that becomes more clear. This can never be a 2, and this can never be a 1, because there's a strong link between this 1 and 2, and this 1 has a weak link to this 2, and it has a weak link to this 1, and this 2 has a weak link to this 2, and a weak link to this 2. So I think last time I had an S wing, or it was some kind of similar wing, I didn't quite get it. I had to look it up, but I'm learning here. So my complete spiderweb mess here has informed me that this is not a 1 and this is not a 2. And if you think about it through the pivot system, if this is a 1, then that's a 1. Meaning this can't be 1. And this can't be 2. And if this is a 2, then that's a 2. Meaning this can't be 1 and this can't be 2. So no matter what, this is never 2. And sorry, this is never 1 and this is never 2. And now 1 in this column is limited to only here. So that's how I got that 1 placed. I think that's a bit more rigorous and also useful, because now we know this isn't a 2. So now we want to ask where 2 goes in this column. It's not here, and it's not here, and it's not here. So 2 in this column goes here. Very cool. So we get this 1 in this 2. Maybe that's helpful. Okay, what can we do with this? This 1 and this 2, what does that do? Maybe I should look at these columns now. So the column needs a 1, 3. We knew the ones were limited. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. I have a 1, 3 pair here now. Nice. So that's an 8 and that's a 9. I bet the same thing happens here. Is this only 2, 4? This can't be 1, could be 2. Can't be 3, could be 4, can't be 5, 6. Can it be 7? No. Where's the 7? Oh, it's way down there. Okay. So this, then it can't be 8 or 9. So I have to click the right ones. So that is a 2, 4 pair. Nice. And so now this is a pair. It's 8 and 9. So we know the order. So that 9. So that's a 6, that's a 3, that's a 1, that's an 8. This is going to collapse now. And I really don't need these highlighted anymore because they are now just pairs. Cool. Sorry, I need to keep that 3 because it's part of that. So what do I have now? I got all these digits. And I got this full. This row is down to a 4 and 5. Okay. Let's do all these rows. I need a 3, 5, 7. Sorry, I missed a 6. Whoa, nothing sees anything. And here I need 3, 4, 6, 7. Whoa, still nothing. Is it 5? No. Sorry, I don't know why I thought it was 5. 2 looks down, and this isn't a 2 anymore because of our 2 here, I guess. So 2 is one of these two. 2 is still in there. 6, 7, 8. So I need 6 and 7. Okay, 6 in this column. Look at that. 6 in this column is in one of these two. So these can't be 6. Do we have something similar here? What caused that? Maybe 7 in this column? No, we don't have a 7 up here. 5 in this column? No. 9? No. Okay, so it's not symmetric. We know there's a 2 in one of these. I needed to keep that corner mark. Let's see. This 6 looks up. Both 6s look up. So 6 is in one of these two. Okay. Huh. You know, I thought this would just immediately collapse, and it's holding on. So I think we need to find more Sudoku to do. I got all of this stuff. I restricted 1 out of here, so we placed this one. Okay. I'm just trying to recap like what I got to see if I didn't follow up on something properly. It's always an issue of following up. 1 and 2 need to go in here, but they seem pretty open. This can't be a 1-2 pair, but I mean, no, this can't be 1-2 anyway. I was going to say because we have a 1 or a 2 here, but what else can I do here? If that was a 1, this would be 2, 4. And that would be 2. And that would be 3. Do I have like a... Is this just a consequence of my wing, or is this just like another thing? Is this a loop of some kind? I think I want to pencil the rest of this row at this point. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 6. I also need a 7. Ooh. Okay, well this isn't 1, 2, 3. These I'm not penciling. Yikes. That was not where to pencil. This 1 looks up. 1's in one of these two. 9s? Not really. Yeah. Not much interesting going on with 9s. Okay. 8s are almost done. Then we just have this rectangle left. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go through every digit, but maybe 1s and 2s. We know 1s are here. We know 1s are here and here. It's just not interesting. 1s are down here. Okay, so 1s are one of these two. Twos are up here. Twos are here. Yes, twos are here. We have that marked, actually. Twos are here. I don't think there's anything to see with that. I think I need to find... Is it a restricted cell, maybe? This can't be 3, 6 in addition to the box. So this can be 1. It can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 7 or 9. This one can be 2. It can't be 3. It could be 4. It can't be 5, 6. It could be 7 or 8. Wow. Got too much marked up here. Is it 6 in this? 6 is here. Okay. 6 is here and here. Yeah, we already have the 6 here, though. Sticky. I'm wondering if there's something with this that I'm supposed to do. I don't see why. Doesn't look all that interesting, actually. 1 would make this 2, 4, 2, and 3. But 3 just makes that a 1, and it fizzles out. It doesn't do anything else. It makes that a 3. I'm wondering if there's is it a basic that I'm missing, or I don't know. Let's look at this row. We need, because it only has 4 left, we need a 3. 3 is bilocal in this row. We need a 6. Ooh, this is looking promising. We need a 7 and a 9. Yes, it's a naked single 7 here. Okay. So this sees 3, 6, and 9, so it can only be 7. And then now this can only be 3, because it sees the 7, the 6, and the 9. Okay, so it was just a naked single that I wasn't seeing. These aren't 3. It was in an unlikely spot, to be honest. That's a 7 now for the box. Didn't need to pencil that cell. How are 7s doing? Pretty well, but I don't see anything immediate. So 6, 9 pair. How about this column now? This column has 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 5, 6, and 9. This sees the 5 and the 6. This sees a 9. This sees a 6. 5 is bilocal. That didn't help. This column, we need a 1, 2. We have 3. We need 4, 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that doesn't clean up at all. Almost. Is this like a W-wing? No. 1 can be covered. 2 can't be. 4 can't be. Yeah. It's not a W-wing. Okay. It'd be kind of fun to find a W-wing in here, even if it wasn't necessary, but this isn't one, because the 2 and the 4 can't be covered. Also, the 5's on its own. It would never happen with a 5 on its own. This 2, 4 goes up here, and then it's one of these two. Okay. This 1, 2, if it was a 2, would go up there. Trying to find, like, sometimes just exploring relationships can help you find stuff, but honestly, I should look for restricted cells, probably. This box needs 2, 4, 7, 8. These can't be 2, so we're down to 4, 7, 8. That's not an 8 either. 4, 7. Tell me that does something. Are these limited? This might be limited because it can't be 1 or 8. So it's not 1. Could be 2. It's not 3. Could be 4, 5. Can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 2, 4, 5 triple. Okay, I'll take it. So that's not a 2. And that's not 4. That's not 5. 2 is in one of these two. So that's a 4. That's a 2. That's a 7. Wow. It was just basics, but it wasn't easy. 2, 5 pair. That's a 4. That's a 6, 5. Now I think we're collapsing. That's an 8. That's a 4. That's a 1. We get the 3 and the 1 here. We get the 5. This is not a 5. This is not a 5 or a 6. The 6 is now placed in this box. All of these 1s are gone. That places the 1 in this box and the 5. Just because the 2-9 pair. This is a 4. That's 9. That's 6. That's 5. That's 4. That's 2. That's a 9. That's a 6. This is not 9. That's not 8. We get the 8 and the 1. That's a 2 and a 5. This is a 6. This is a 3. Okay, 3, 4, 7. Let's play what does this box need? It needs a 2. It needs a 4. It needs a 5. That goes there. So that's 2. That's 4. And that's a 9. Okay. That's 7, 3, and 4. That's 1. That's 2 and 9. That's 7 and 3. And our final digit is a 7. And we're done. All right. Honestly, 20 minutes isn't bad for this puzzle. Yeah, I found the wing. Very well telegraphed, Joey. I have to remember that wings like that, they eliminate from the other ends of each other, which is really neat. But thinking about them as a strong link and then thinking about what weak link is shared between those two candidates. That's what's really important to think about. And then we ended up getting pairs out of that, which was neat. I hadn't penciled these and seen that they would form pairs, but very cool. And then the basics from there, I mean, we had to find this triple. This 2, 4, 5 triple was so key. So just pencil till you find it, I guess. But yeah, very neat. Hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.